we are. Hey, who's that guy back there?
Shh, everybody keep it down. Little baby Eric C. Hughes is sleeping in the back.
Oh, yeah.
Don't wake him. Here, I'm not. Where are you? Wait, how did I get here? We just gave you a Cosby cocktail, and here he is.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is Chris Buckley.
Hello.
Our fiddler of, I don't even know how many years. He was a Blaggard from 2007 to 2010. Right?
He never left.
Yeah, basically never left.
He can't leave. You can check out anytime he hates stop.
I was a Blaggard in spirit way before 2007.
There you go. Yeah.
True.
We are on our way up to Weston, Missouri.
We would show you, but there's nothing to see. Only
Yeah, there's it's just trying. Anyway. Yeah, so playing it Friday night, and then Saturday we're doing the Weston Irish Festival, which is trying to find its legs now after the pandemic. It's just a one-day affair. It's going to be a blast. And then Sunday we are heading over to Hesston, Kansas, right outside of Wichita, to play to hang out with our friend John Warner and his friends in a barn called Emma Creek Barn, right?
yeah, Matt and John Werner are putting the show together. But first order of business. Like I said, we were able to throw some M&Ms in the van, and Chris jumped in. We slammed the door. We took off.
Yeah.
That's all it took.
We've been wanting to get Chris up for this festival for a long time, and I know that you've been doing the same.
Yeah, I've been wanting to play this festival for a very long time. I've watched a lot of other people play this festival, so I'm happy to be a part of it this year.
Yeah, they're gonna love you, man.
No threat of boring music either.
That's
it's
right.
going to be every band out there is going to be killer. We have Eddie Delahunt, our Irish brother. We have Bob Reeder, who's the MC, and also one of the greatest talents on the planet, who's also made it into one of our songs, Rain or Shine, which he's not pleased about. And then there's Damien McCarthy. We got Screaming Orphans. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And even if you don't like their music, you can just stand there and stare at them because they're gorgeous and they're great fun. They're so much fun to watch. And we have yes, I mean a bunch of stuff, but you must come here. There is going to be a June Narnia sighting too. What does that mean? Doesn't matter. Just come. We'll show you. And my favorite part of the festival is we're going to have with us, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting our shipment of coffee. We're getting our brand new shipment of coffee delivered to Weston. So we're going. Yes. So we're gonna have our first and only flavored coffee. What is it? It's a Halloween blend, and we're gonna have that, and we're gonna have our regular Blaggards brew. So we're gonna have everything there. It's gonna be a blast, and you need to be there. But back to the moment at hand. We have baby bucks in the van. Why? Because we needed to show them what fiddle sounds like. So if you've seen any of our videos in the past, you'll know that Chris just recently had a heart procedure, and he said, "Fuck you, doc. I'm going to rock." And it's Rocktober, and it's that time of day. So anyway, so we have him in the van, and we're going to teach Weston a lesson. That's basically. So Chris, we were talking before the camera went on. We were talking about the old days.
The old days.
Yeah, because Chad pointed out the first time we did a three-piece tour. This is not a three-piece tour. Little baby Eric C. Hughes is fast asleep. He had
I tried waking him up.
I know, but
Come on, Eric.
Yeah. He's
it's hopeless.
but it was funny. We've talked about
so fast.
Well, that's what happens. He had the Cosby cocktail. He'll wake up somewhere in Kansas. So, but the first time we and it's kind of fitting too, because we're closer to Dallas than we ever want to be right now. But we had hired a drummer, and I say drummer. That's a generous term to give to this fucking clown. But we had hired this drummer out of Dallas, and we fired this other clown, and So we were going back and forth. This is in the days before, you know, Facebook and videos, fast, blah blah blah. MySpace, yeah.
Yeah, MySpace days.
So we were sending tracks back and I got that. A couple of days before the tour, he backs out. He goes, I can't. I got sand in my foot. And anyway, so he backs out. We scramble. We couldn't get anybody. We called the clubs. All the clubs says, hey, you got the three of you? Come on up. That's all. So we went up with this lineup, and it's funny because we have it was a blast.
Yeah.
The first show was in
fun.
Indiana. I think it was Indiana.
Yeah, we played a bunch
Indiana,
of
Madison, Wisconsin, Minneapolis.
Yeah.
All my old stomping grounds.
What were those pubs called?
Kildare's.
The Kildare's. Okay.
Yeah.
So they had 3 indie locations, I think. We played all 3 of them.
We played the punk rock club in
in Fort Wayne.
Fort Wayne. Yeah.
Fort Waste.
The Brass Nail or something like
Brass
that?
Rail. Yeah.
Brass Rail. Okay.
Yeah, the Brass Nail is what you did to those women. Anyway,
With the illustrious Dan McCoy. Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He's still doing his thing up there.
Yes, he is. He's playing drums for a band called Goodnight Gracie.
Yes.
And great band. I've never seen them live, but I've heard their stuff online. Very, very good. Dan's still a friend of ours.
Yep.
But yeah, so Chris, you're and you play with the Here and Now in Austin.
Mm-hmm.
We were just talking about too, and so your plate is full, my friend, and yet you still jump in the van to come with us. I salute you.
Well, yeah, I was given the opportunity and not the choice, so. But no, it's happy to be back. I'm very happy to be back in the band.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like the first time was, in 2000. And now we're here, but it's awesome that through all of that time there's been really cool moments like this.
Yeah.
So really great moments.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have some really great moments this weekend.
Yeah. It's gonna be
No
awesome.
joking. You've been playing fiddle for how long?
For 5 years.
5 years.
I took it up, later in life, and
Well, you're only 20 years old.
that's just it. Yeah. So no, 40 years.
40, Jesus.
Wow.
40 years. When I have to stop and think about that.
Yeah. How many?
And I
Students,
smile and cry at the same time when I say it.
how many students do you have now?
It varies. At one point I had about 25.
Good God.
There's circumstances that exist in the world today
Yeah.
that are not allowing me to teach 25 students at the moment. So, but I still have several students and great families, great adults. I have several adults, which that always makes me very happy that people feel like they can go after an instrument of any sort, really, but go after the fiddle at any stage in life. So.
But it's true. There is no age, right? There's no cutoff.
No, there's no cutoff
Yeah.
at all. Yeah, and some of them played when they were kids and want to come back, and some of them it's just this is something they've always wanted to do. So I commend anybody that goes that chases after something like that.
Yeah, well, we have, I say that because, we've known some of your students, and we've also met, people that have started instruments later in life, and it really is, it's a joy to me to see that these people that kind of, kind of kicking themselves that they didn't do it 2, 5, 10 years ago. It's just, but it's such a great instrument, and we had a lot of really great feedback. Chris is one of the smarter ones. He's not on Facebook, so he doesn't get to see. So we had posted some stuff about him and his surgery, and then when he came back and he played with us last week, and always does a great job. Even when Chris says he doesn't have a good show, it's usually a good show. Like he'll say, I kind of mess up. Yeah, we all.
I know last week was a good show.
Last week was great.
Last week was a good show. Yeah.
It really was. It was just.
It got a little more. There are a lot of people that we knew from our Fido days that were there.
Yep.
I had my wife and Jenny and my 2 sons, Riley and Robert. Hello, Riley and Robert. My mom was there. You know,
Yeah.
Eric's parents and his sister were there. I mean, it was just a really, really cool night.
Yeah.
So,
And incidentally, happy birthday, Robert. Robert turns this many today.
yeah.
I don't know how many it is, but happy birthday, Robert.
As long as I've been playing fiddle.
Yeah. he was the gift.
He was the inspiration.
Yeah. And so Riley's the drummer. Has Robert shown any?
Robert really, actually, I mean, when I'm playing at home for any reason, he just comes in and stares. Makes me a little uncomfortable sometimes. But he has lots of questions about the fiddle, and I've got a tiny little fiddle that he's messed around on just a little bit. And he always gets a really big smile on his face. So I tried Riley, Riley with the fiddle, and he broke my heart one day walking out to practice. And but that's okay, because his calling was something different. But maybe it'll work for Robert. Maybe it'll suit Robert.
Would you mind telling the drum guitar story? When he told his drummer teacher, when he told the drum teacher, maybe Jenny told me the story, but
Oh yeah, no. So I mean, he'd been playing drums for probably about 6 months or so, and he walked into his and he loves his drum teacher. He walked into his lesson one day, and he told Travis, he said, "Now, just so you know, I'm gonna play drums for 2 years, and then I'm gonna be a guitarist." So just enough to kind of learn some rhythm and get a feel for some rock. But then yeah, I'm playing guitar, and I'm lead singer. So Riley just wants to be the front man.
He is already. He already commands.
He's a performer, yeah.
He's already, his antics, just watching the band, watching us play, were second to none. But Jenny, the lovely Jenny Buckley had told me that she embellished. She didn't embellish. I'm going to embellish it. But she'd said that the drummer was showing him some stuff. It said, "Look, this takes years to learn," and blah blah blah. And Riley said, "Well, can you get a move on? Because I'm going to play this for 2 years, then I'm going to be a guitar player. So we got to get to work." And I just thought, not only is it profound, but that's fucking rock and roll right there.
Yeah.
That kid has got rock and roll all over him. And I just, good job.
Yeah, no, it's been really awesome. I mean, he played a rock show a couple weeks ago, and it was, you want to talk about old school, it was old school rock and roll. He was playing some Elvis and some Buddy Holly and, some Albert King and some Sam and Dave. And I mean, the fact that an 8-year-old even has any reference to those kinds of names in that music is pretty awesome.
Yeah. Special young people that you great job there, Mom and Dad.
Yes.
Yeah, man, we're just giddy about getting you back, on stage. And it was a slog. That was a rough surgery, and you really did. You bounced back to. We were kind of expecting a little back in the broken foot Chris days, with the seat and the little table.
The leg up.
Yeah,
I had the leg up.
Yeah,
on the bar stool.
But just like Rocktober, you can't stop it.
You can't. I mean, look, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
The show goes on, all of those things, but it's all true. You can't. Once it's in your blood, it's in your blood, and you do whatever you have to do to get back out there.
Yeah.
Amen, brother.
So my surgeon cleared me for full activity last week, and I said that's good. Not that it would have stopped me anyway.
And Jenny said that's great. Yeah. So, it wouldn't have stopped you. I know for a fact it wouldn't have stopped you, because we played with you for so many years, and it didn't matter what the miles were in between the shows. It didn't matter what the sleep was. Every time we hit the stage, it was a great show.
Yeah, but that's everybody though. That's one of the great things about playing in this band, is that really is, I mean, because we all have our stories, right? We've all had our moments.
100%.
And we could all like remember some and relate some, but when you get up on that stage and the light goes on and the switch flips and away we go. So
yeah.
You know,
No
we
joke.
drive all night and we show up the next day, and it's a good thing that we're on a stage and about 10 feet back, but you know, so you can't see the bags under the eyes, maybe. But
Yeah.
I mean, the energy is there, and the music is there. So
I remember, I can't put names on them, but I remember that time, you know, walking on set, plugging shit in, just kind of going through the motions. But man, the lights go on, it was just giddy up. There was nobody looked at their feet, nobody yawned. It was just fun, and I just, so many years of that, I was just really, really impressed that everybody has that. You know, we played an Irish stage show, and it was, I think we did a show in Houston, and we finished the show at like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
We raced back to maybe your house, grabbed all of our gear, raced to the airport,
Yeah.
so that we were at the airport for an early morning flight, got into New York, made it out to Long Island, right? And jumped up. We played an early show in one spot, and then we went over. I don't remember the name of
the saloon.
The restaurant.
Pete's
Yeah.
place. Yeah, saloon. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
and
God.
then we played a 3-hour show there that night and just threw down.
Yeah. That was with Brian Vogel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the inn. The
Yeah.
inn.
I mean, so you do crazy things like that. And yeah, it's fun. I've missed it and glad to be back part of it again.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was funny. We were on the phone with Chris the other night saying, hey, can you do this day? We just got greedy. The surgeon goes, Chris, I'm going to clear you for some activity. Chris heard, I'm ready to go. And we called him. We go, hey, can you do this? And he goes, yeah.
Yes.
So we're the pushers, no doubt about it. But he's the willing drug taker. You know, we're the drug pushers. He's the drug. You know, and it's good to have a druggie like that. But anyway, Chad, give us your best. I remember that now that you mentioned it.
Yeah. Well,
Chad, give us another one of those memories. You got one?
Oh, geez. But we were just talking about Portland. We were up there. We were just up there a couple weeks ago, and we were walking around and was remembering all the places that we hung out near the harbor in Portland.
Yes.
Remember where we slept that night? At
The house.
Yes.
Oh my gosh! I totally forgot about the house.
It was Andy Bubgarler's. So he had one room for us with four of us with 3 air mattresses.
Yeah.
So you and I shared an air mattress together, sleeping,
Separate sleeping bags.
head to toe.
Ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what was funny is it started losing air, and so as long as we were both on there, it was okay. And it was cold. I remember it was.
It was cold out there.
And so whenever one of us would get off, the other person would go boom on the ground. So in the middle of the night, I had to go piss, right? So I get up, and I hear Chris go boom, hit the ground. And as I'm leaving the room quietly, trying not to wake anybody up, I hear Chris go, "Come back." That was classic.
I was going to say, that's the glamorous life of rock and roll on display right there.
Right. We saw Andy. Andy came out to see us at Gino's Rock Club in Portland. It was great to see him.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Thank you for the hospitality, Andy.
Yes, Andy.
Andy and Vicky. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm starting a voice memo.
All right.
You want the light?
No, I'm filming the road.
Oh, just the road.
Yeah.
All right.
Like we did last time, or a couple.
Well, I wasn't here last time, so I don't know. I was asleep in the back, apparently.
I can't remember where we were.
The rumors that I heard.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Would you turn your map on?
Yeah.
Or we stay on this road.
Oh, we do?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're not.
Chris, don't negatory on the map.
On the map?
It'll
Yeah, no, go ahead and turn it on just in case.
Okay.
I don't know how long the show's gonna go. So,
All right, I'll turn the
my
map
God.
on.
sure, just route to Houston.
but
But
not.
if we don't need the map, then I'll turn the map on anyway.
Yeah.
But just turn the map on, but not necessarily for here. Just like if you wanted to drive from Arizona to Carlsbad. Anyway, Chad, what episode is this, Chad?
This is episode number 140. Is that right?
That's what June Narnia said.
Yes.
Is it 140?
I think it is.
I guess it is.
It's 8:39 on Tuesday.
I can't. I would love to check, but I can't.
It's okay.
I'm pretty sure it's 140 now.
Well, there you go.
So, Yeah, you can't see us because we're obsessed with this rainstorm we're driving through right now.
We just rain.
Yeah, well, thunder. There's been some very dramatic lightning strikes in front of us. Unfortunately, I haven't caught one of them on camera yet. Anyway, we just left Hesston, Kansas.
So you've heard us talk about John Werner before. He and his wife Colleen we met them in Weston, Missouri at the Irish Festival, and he brought a whole busload of people from Hesston, Kansas to Weston, Missouri, and we became fast friends. Turns out that John and his brother Matt and all the crew, there's 8 of them, that they play in a band called Sassenach, and they're out of, obviously, Kansas. Very, very good from what I hear. I've not got to hear them yet, but we became fast friends, and they said, what if you at the end of the Weston Festival, what if you came over to Hesston and played for us, which we did tonight. And I have to say, pulled pork and ribs, and you see, there you go. You getting that, Ansel Adams? Yeah, so they essentially put us to work in their back garden, and we had a ball. We just had it's just an incredible time. They brought the sound, they brought the food, they brought the beer, they brought the people, all we had to do was show up and shake our money makers.
Yeah. The venue was beautiful too.
It was. They brought the barn.
Yeah. So
there's a barn and an outdoor sacrificial altar, also known as the wedding altar.
Yeah.
But if the weather would have been better, we would have played out there. But we played inside the barn because it rained like a cow pissing on a flat rock.
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
Oh
yeah. Yeah, it's coming in.
Edit.
Coming in hot. Marker. Anyway, and now we've already been to up there, and then we brought Chris Buckley with us, and
yeah,
been a fun trip.
Friday,
damn you!
Friday O'Malley's, Saturday Weston Irish Festival, 2 shows, and Sunday in. Chris, how you feeling? Chris Buckley.
I'm tired, I'm sore, and I couldn't be happier.
You're like a prostitute on payday, huh?
There you go.
Well, I mean, it's not payday yet, technically.
That's true. That's true. Eric, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I got a wad of money in my pocket.
Yeah, that's true. Yes, you
I
do.
do.
Yes, you
don't
do.
let me leave the van with it. Yeah.
Yeah, Chad,
don't let me go
how you
shopping.
feeling?
Feeling great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Drunk as a lord.
Oh, one Guinness.
Yeah.
Look at that. So, folks, what you're seeing here is on a Tuesday. You're seeing a Sunday night lightning storm. We're driving through. We're driving south now. We're leaving Kansas, and we should be home about 5 or 6 in the morning.
Sounds about right.
Yep.
And just had a ball.
If we just click our heels together 3 times.
I was trying that.
Yeah.
I was trying that. But I have to say, and we have to thank Sienna and John.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, SlapperCast's regulars, we have holiday coffee. We have our first ever flavored coffee. We're doing a Halloween blend, and we have it with us right now. It's called SINNERMAN, and cinnamon coffee. And we are, thanks to John and, June, Narnia, and Sienna, Nania, they came down and they helped us out so much on the festival with the absence of Lori, who was missed.
Yes.
And so Julia and June and Sienna helped us out tremendously.
Big help at the merch tent.
Yes,
Yep,
yes. Thank you. And now we have flavored coffee and regular Blaggards blend. Ladies and gentlemen, we are so delighted to introduce this to you. I can't wait. We're on our way home to try it. So it's going to be available online.
Mm-hmm.
It's available online now. June and Sienna have already sold I don't know how many bags.
Yeah.
But they're that's good. They so back to present day. It was just a joy to bring Chris back on the road with us and show Weston what it's like to put on our regular show. That was very, very fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good to see folks out at the festival.
Yeah, and we say it every time, but we're just lucky. We're just lucky sons of bitches because Jesse running sound on stage and Chris running sound in the main house, and then Ken running sound for us downstairs with Michael Coakley, of course, and Nick
on Friday.
Yeah, Friday. But the sound was fucking tremendous.
Yep.
It was. If we used our ears, it was a symphony in there. If we used the monitors, it was just thunderous. Just cannot tell you. So when people do their fucking job, when people, do what they say they're going to do, also Sassanaki, John Werner and crew, when you show up and it just makes your job so much easier. And people say, you guys have so much fun. Go, yeah, because everybody contributed. Nobody sat there with their arms folded and said, figure it out. Everybody, all hands on deck, and it just makes for it. Anyway.
Yeah.
Thoroughly enjoyable.
Well, and it shows that they care too. They want you to sound good, and it made every band sound good that we saw at the festival.
Yeah. So were there any? Was it your first time seeing Screaming Orphans?
Yes.
What did you think? You like it?
Yeah. They were a lot of fun.
Yeah. Chris has played with them before.
Yep, they were very harmonious.
I haven't played with them before, but I've seen them before.
Yeah,
I've seen them several times.
You played at festivals, right?
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Love what they do, really do.
Yeah, they used to be the Sinead O'Connor's backing band, and
Sinbad O'Connor.
Sinbad. If you like harmony and you like pop and you like Irish and they combine everything.
Yeah, they do.
And they are just there's nobody better than them at that.
And they're the nicest humans on the planet.
Yeah.
On top of it.
Yeah.
It's amazing to me just how lush they sound on stage with no pre-recorded tracks whatsoever.
Hey,
it's just all.
Don't you foghorn me?
It's all. It is all natural, all happening in real time, and they're just all such great musicians and great singers, and it's rare to see a band that is 100% that fucking good.
Yeah, and Jesse running sound on the stage, he was running the monitors.
Yes.
He was on point when we were playing, and then Screaming Orphans went on after us, and he was so geared in. Now the Screaming Orphans are 4 sisters, but there is a 5th. She's not a sister technically, but Renata, their manager slash merch girl slash. There you go. Huh? Daddy gets some electricity. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Renata is their manager slash. She does everything, takes care of it. She's like a ninja, only faster and harder to catch. She's just non-stop. She's a fucking maniac. Anyway, so watching Jesse go to work on them, because we're meat and potatoes. We're just rock and roll. They got fiddle going, and they got a keyboard going, and they got back and forth and switching instruments, but it's all flawless. See?
Wow.
This is what you get, kids. Come to Kansas. Get some fire in your drawers.
Yeah, Jesse was doing a great job.
Yeah, but it was fun watching him have so much fun. Because he's getting the shit in his ears, and he's mixing it in real time, but he's also, I think it might have been his first time working with them.
Yeah.
So he was just blown away by their talent, by their,
Yeah, that was Jesse's first time doing the festival, period. I don't know if he'd done any work. I would guess not. It wouldn't have been many opportunities for him to do stuff there. Yeah, I'd be curious to know what Chris, who's running front of house now, Jesse's doing what used to be Chris's job.
Yeah.
And Chris was the monitor sound guy for years and years. Ever since we first started doing the festival back in 2013. So I don't know. I assume that they have a sound company. So I'm assuming that that's what they do.
ARV Sound or something like that?
Is that what it is? Yeah. They're really good.
In all cases.
Yeah, absolute. Both of them just an absolute pleasure to work with. Chris himself, what used to be the monitor guy, and he was just always just right on it. Always gave us the perfect mix on stage, and it was always such a pleasure to play there. But Jesse was no different, so it's cool.
Yeah. And we saw our friends Flanagan's Right Hook and Keelan's and Damien McCarthy, all the crew. And Bob Reeder, and you've heard us speak of him many, many, many times, but Bob is the MC slash, I mean, he just does everything. He is the face, he is the heart and soul, he is the mind of Weston. He truly just, everything goes through him, it seems. Yeah. And he was on fire.
Yeah.
That man is so happy because he came so close to the end. But he's, you know, his lovely wife, Becky, bringing us sweets on the stage and all kinds of stuff. Just, you know, every time we go there, it's something, you know. Now, we did miss a lot of people this year.
Yeah.
There was, since it was a one-day festival, we didn't get all the bands in. So it was a shame that we didn't miss some of these guys. But hopefully they're going to have, you know, hopefully, they're going to do this again and again and again. And,
yeah, I was really happy to see that. I got to see Hellhands, one of my favorite bands that plays there. I got to watch their whole set for I think the first time since 2013, and I just love those guys. They're just such a great band. That was it. I got to see them. I got to see. I guess there wasn't many other people playing out, but there were on other. I didn't get to go check out the other stages, unfortunately, because it was just going by so fast.
Yeah.
I know Damien McCarthy was also playing. Tullamore, we just missed Tullamore's set when we showed up.
I saw them.
We saw the last two songs or something like that.
They were good.
Yeah.
And much of it, huh?
They sounded great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They really are. They're just such a compliment to that festival. You know, because they do what they do, and it's, you know, they don't tweak. You know, that's what I love about this festival. Nobody comes in and tries to change for the festival. You know, like, when we play, you know, we're a German boompa band, you know, for a few months out of the year, and then we have Irish for this. You know, I've seen that 100 times, and it's just weak. But everybody that comes in and plays does what they do. You know, Michael Coakley is not going to take in the dregs. He's going to, you know, take in people that are honest and do what they do.
Yeah.
Was there anything, Eric, that stood out to you on the...
About the festival? No, a lot of fun. It was good to see a lot of people out, and everyone was super friendly, and we're going to go straight here, by the way.
Yeah.
I love playing on the outside stage. That was a lot of fun, and great to see that many people, and people dancing up front and reacting to the music and stuff like that.
Yeah.
A good time was had by all, especially me.
Chris, first time there. What do you think?
I loved it. I've been to a lot of festivals in my day. Played a lot of festivals in my day, and I love the kind of the smaller town, smaller atmosphere festivals that have a big festival feeling to them.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you don't have a lot of the details to worry about quite as much, but man, that crowd was rocking.
Yeah.
On Saturday night, the stage was brilliant.
Yeah.
It's so much fun playing under the lights, and it was just great to be back out in front of an audience that everybody that was there wanted to be there.
Yeah.
That was, and it was that way on Friday night at O'Malley's. It was that way Saturday. It was that way tonight in the barn.
Yep.
You know, everybody was just so enthusiastic, and I mean, so many people this weekend told us how much they missed, you know, this sort of thing. I mean, you listen to the Screaming Orphans talk about it on stage, their entire set. You know, talk about their lockdown in Ireland and how they couldn't go more than 2 kilometers from their house, and there was no music anywhere, and just what a privilege it was for them to be back and in front of live audiences, and it just, it was really palpable. That feeling was really palpable this weekend. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would suggest everybody jump in a fucking bus next year. We'll all go.
Yes.
We all go.
In 10 miles, take the exit onto I-35 South and Kansas Turnpike South toward Oklahoma City.
What'd you say, Chris?
The town itself is so cool.
Isn't it?
It's just this little 3-block stretch of like a main street, and they've made such good use of it. Like all the shops, the restaurants,
It's like a model though. It's like a Lego model town.
Yeah.
It's nearly not real. It's so perfect.
Yeah.
It's so.
The park is gorgeous. It's just right on the river there.
Every little shop there in the main street is, pretty cool, pretty interesting.
Yeah. Nothing corporate. Nothing bullshit. Nothing.
No.
Just fun. And everybody's so friendly and so happy to get. Now, also because of the size of that tiny town and then that massive festival, when you see the logistics, the hoops that they have to jump through to get that festival going, because all the streets are now one way and there's blocked off and there's very little parking because you can't park at O'Malley's, you can't park at the Weston Brewing Company because there's, every inch of space is being used. And so you see all around the town how it's just blocked up, and then we're staying in Platte City, which is 10 minutes drive away, and so people are shuttling back and forth, and it really is it's mind-blowing when you think of the amount of hoops that they have to jump through to make that festival tick. It really is spectacular, and Michael and Corey and all the gang just they deserve every bit of fortune that they encountered. They've earned it.
Yeah. That backstage spread was ridiculous.
Yeah. I think it was.
Kenna, Michael's wife, she makes that stuff.
Yeah.
So there's all these basically, but then there's also fruit trays, and there's
meat, cheese,
and all the
fruit,
cucumbers and carrots and dips and all that stuff. And they don't just go to the shop and then just dump this shit in a bowl and say go get it. It's laid out and it's beautiful, and then somebody even gifted the bands a bottle of Jameson back there. That was on the thing, and it was
which was surprisingly way more than half full at the end of the day.
Yes,
That's
was
very rare.
Yeah. I'm not mentioning any names, but people would. That thing would not have lasted minutes if it was some of our other friends there.
They would have been like at least one bottle of Jameson.
There wouldn't have been a smell of the shit in there. There would have been nothing. We'd have fucking nothing.
And the cat be on the table just spinning.
Yeah. Yeah. But So really good. Yeah, we missed all our friends that were that were going to come out and play, and we're gonna do it. We do need people to come up with us. We need to bring we need to bring some of our people up here.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It's like Chris said, the town is so beautiful and it's so welcoming.
Yeah.
Even little baby Eric C. Hughes found a Christmas store. Woo! Yeah.
Let's get Christ out of Christmas, okay? Come on.
Love it.
Yeah, I had a good time at the Christmas store. Bought a few things. Looking forward to displaying them at the holiday season.
Yeah. But man, good to be
good weekend.
Good weekend. It feels like
despite this rain right now, the weather was pretty perfect.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, couldn't have asked for a better evening last week.
And it's 54 degrees and raining like hell, but we're southbound and we're just delighted to have done it. Can't wait to do it again. I was gonna say it doesn't feel like we got out of the van since the last fucking trip.
I know.
This is what we do.
Yeah. But this is giving me a flashback. I think the last time we recorded a show in the rain was we were driving home from Wichita. So we were also in Kansas. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
I thought we were driving through. I thought we had left Bloomington and we were heading.
Was it Bloomington?
Or we left somewhere and we were driving. Who was talking now?
No, because it was this year. I don't know.
Well, it rained out of Canton, and it definitely rained out of the last time we were up here. So just when we left, everything was fine until we left. Maybe they don't want us to leave, guys.
Yeah.
Guys.
Hey guys. Weather's getting dire out here. Maybe they don't want us to leave, guys.
Yeah. I love it. All right, so we slapped the cast or what?
The cast has been slapped.
All right.
We got a good chunk of time though.
Yeah. So hey, thanks for listening, everybody. Remember, when you're drinking and driving, have somebody else record your podcast, all right? And again, thanks to everybody that came out. We'll see you soon. And remember, online, Blaggards Coffee.
Yeah.
Holiday blend. T-shirts, CDs.
Yep. Oh, and LPs. LPs are still being pre-ordered. Don't miss it. We are only printing 200 of these. When they're gone, they're gone.
That's right.
You will not see it again.
That's G-O-N-E gone, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Blaggards.com. Blaggards.com. Blaggards.com/store.
Shouldn't have had that extra half a Guinness.
Yeah, I know.
Blaggards stop hammered.
I need more booze. All right.
All right. See you later, guys.
Bye, y'all.
Good night, Joel.
Good night.
It's morning.